We are now live.
Welcome, welcome to Relationship Hour. We're at Sylk'S at 21300 Libby Rd. And I want to thank everybody for coming out and having these great conversations with us. I think it's pretty therapeutic for a lot of people. We talk about relationships, everything about relationships, and I think that hearing different types of point of view is very important these days. You know, it's not a my way or the highway type of thing here. We're open to everybody's opinions. And my guest panelist for today, Mr. Big Rich Comedy, Rich Greene. What's happening?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing this evening? Hey, I'm happy to be here.
Listen, Rich flew on over here on his spaceship after doing a show. So he's very in demand, and I really appreciate you coming over here and holding it down.
I appreciate it being cool in here. I don't know if they was trying to melt chocolate at Caribou. I don't know what's going on. Love you, Caribou, but it was hot.
We love y'all, Caribou. We love y'all for what y'all
They must
bring.
be on heat. Because it was hot in there, boy. I'm like, it was your grandmama hot in there. I'm like, shoot.
Now, Rich,
they
you
have a
know
pit
you
plan.
used to be melting in the summertime.
In the summertime.
Yes. And my beautiful other co-host over here, guest panelist, Mr. Comba Maria. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Hello.
And she does this thing as well. She likes to have a great conversation. Tell them a little bit about you.
So I have a podcast that's on Facebook Live every Monday and Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. It is Tea Time with Tacoma Maria. I am the host, Tacoma Maria. So I talk mostly about relationships and the human condition and how to be better people, just doing what we do in a better way.
Yes. And I appreciate all of you that come here and have these wonderful conversations. Please join the conversation. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you share it and get some of your friends' opinions as well. You can order food right here at Sylk'S and come on over and join the conversation with us. But we're going to start off with the first question. And are you keeping any secrets that you are afraid of letting your partner know? Don't we all? I don't know.
Yeah. I'll start off with that. Of course I am.
Okay.
What Eddie Murphy said, ain't no skeleton, there's a graveyard in my closet.
Oh, no.
There's a Hiroshima in my closet, that's all I'm saying.
What you got in there? Some skeleton bones?
I got some skeletons in my closet, they ain't coming out.
Some, I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone.
Ain't nothing.
I don't know. I think that people do naturally hold secrets that they think their partner might look at them differently or look at them in a different light. You know, it takes maturity to be yourself. You know, it's really a maturing process to get to that authentic self to where it's like, listen, take it or leave it. This is what it is. All right. So, yeah, I mean.
No, in all seriousness, no, I don't really have any secrets.
You don't.
You don't have any secrets?
But
No, I tell them all on stage. If you come see my comedy, I say everything on stage.
They're thinly veiled as jokes, right?
No, okay. You can say that.
But you've always been
I'll tell
very
them the
honest.
truth. They just happen to laugh.
But, you know, you've had an authenticity about yourself, but, you know, for a long time. So that's why we've been friends for so long. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think that the average individual probably does have a thing or two or 10 that they don't share with their partner, just like Kenya said, because they're not quite comfortable. They feel like they might be judged. But the feeling of judgment like that is just the discomfort that you kind of have dealing with your own truth, because once you come to a point of acceptance, it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks about it.
I guess that is what a secret would be, is like a judgment of yourself. You're judging yourself. You're not even giving the other person an opportunity to respond. So you know, all of that takes maturity to figure out that you can get to the other side of that. I think once you get over 40, you ain't got time.
But, hey, Mauricio said he ain't lying because I know. What's up, Mauricio? Hey, man, I happen to be honest.
No, that's the truth. That's honest. Yeah. All right. Next question. Why do females like going through phones?
They nosy as hell.
Why are you looking at me
They
like
nosy
that?
as hell.
I don't go through phones anymore.
Who goes through phones? I don't know. Do any of y'all still go through phones? Never have. Listen, hold on, sis.
I don't know.
Let me get that documented. All right.
Women are built on drama.
No, some women are built on drama. If I have to take the time to go through your phone, I don't need you or the phone. Because if you feel it, your intuition is telling you that something is what it is.
That's a grown woman right there.
That's
Listen.
a grown woman. I'm gonna be
Fully
honest.
grown woman.
She said, if I feel like I got to go through your phone, I'm getting rid of you and the phone.
Hey,
I'm going to call Tyrone.
it's the men that's going through the phones now, y'all. I don't know, something to flip. You know, we used to
It's a
have
lot of
like
flip.
pretty women and hardworking men. Now we got hardworking women and pretty men. I don't know what's going on. It's the world. We in bizarro world now. Huh? I got a call from one of my friends' boyfriends. Why you texting her? I said, good morning. I want to see your vacation pics, and it turned into a big blow up.
Oh, wow.
No, for real?
No joke.
How
no
did you
joke.
handle that, though?
It's this thing that's called block.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah,
Very
I block.
familiar with that.
No,
feature.
but the truth is, I end up talking to old boy like, hey, ain't nothing going on. Why would you be that insecure? It's not my fault if a person ain't telling you we communicating. Don't come at me though. And you can't check a grown man. You know.
No, you
Oh,
You
no,
gotta-
that's a fact.
We old school players. You check your hand. You can't check me. Even if I was trying to do something wrong, I'm a man. I'm a grown man. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is.
Yeah, control your woman.
Now listen.
Not controller.
but-
Control.
But in his defense, I mean, you know, if her phone is sitting there and you somehow figured out the code and you went through her phone, you okay, ain't no defense for him. Ain't no defense for him.
Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck because if I see some weird text message pop up on your phone and you in the kitchen and it happens to be next to me and
Don't look.
They saying something slick that might need to be investigated further, I might take the phone up to the kitchen and be like, what's this? Who this be?
Don't look.
But is that nosy?
Yes.
Is that nosy?
If you look down,
If I look down, I'm supposed to keep my eyes forward.
blinders on. Keep them forward.
No, did y'all see that viral video of the guy? He was kicking out, I guess it was his girlfriend or his wife and the kids because she asked him about coming home late. And so I guess he threw all her clothes out on the porch.
He kicked the whole family out?
He kicked the whole family.
Because she asked a question. Because she called him on the carpet.
This woman was crying, and this was their kids. Like, she had a little baby in her arms. Yes. She asked why he came home late, and he kicked her out like a piece of trash. Hold on, sis. Wait, what?
It's a microphone sitting there if everybody want
Okay,
to.
all right.
It's a microphone if anybody want to come up and speak.
Freddie telling me to sit my butt down.
Yes,
sit my
please.
behind down. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. What had happened?
I didn't see this, but that's hilarious.
It's not. It was so sad.
She already
That's
knew it was
sad.
up. If she asked already and that reaction, she already knew that he was gone already.
I agree.
See, and you know, that's my problem. I know people think like new age women, they just want their own money and they, you know, just trying to do too much. You know, you should sit at home and, you know, whatever. But sometimes that money, it just comes with some strings that, you know, they feel like you are property and you don't have the right to be in a full relationship and question them or ask them anything. And no. What's up, Demita?
The video did not show her calling her daddy or her cousins or her brothers to come over and handle that. You're
Well, we don't know
you're
what
not
happened
gonna
now.
throw my fam out.
Yeah.
You gonna get thrown out. Okay, the door gonna get reopened and we gonna usher you out. So no, I didn't see the video, but like you said, if she already knew, but what kind of man gonna put his family on the street? He need to be dealt with.
But he was old school. You could tell
Yeah,
he was an old school dude.
It is wrong that he did that, but what if he paying all the bills and that's his house? How he gonna?
You can't ask a question without getting put out.
No, I'm not saying all of that. I'm just saying she said that her family would come and put him out, but what if it's his house and everything is in his name? Huh?
Right. She's saying he got to leave.
Sister said that's her house at that point.
Right.
Y'all notice the man on the palo. I ain't say not one word about that whole situation. That's what
What you
happened.
got to say? What?
Moving right along.
It's better this way.
Okay, so this is another one about the phone. Should married people or committed couples have codes on their phones?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why wouldn't you have a code on your phone? Because it's to protect you if you drop your phone or anything like that. You don't want. Oh, right.
That's a
Okay.
good follow-up
So
question.
sis said the follow-up question is, do you give the code to your mate? I don't care. I don't know.
Of course I do. Hurt your own feelings. Go ahead. Go to the phone. You're going to be crying for a few days. There you go, girl.
Yeah, that's the problem with looking through things. If you look for something, you're going to find
You're going
it.
to find it.
Whether it's real or perceived, you're going to find it.
I'm telling you, just because I had a 10-year-old son on the side, you want to look through that and find out.
Oh, right. That's her fault.
That is some great handwriting, by the way. I
That's
wish I could
beautiful
write that.
handwriting.
That is
Yeah,
wonderful.
We love it. What's going on, sis?
So I think
You don't
if
write that
you
well.
Need the code to the phone, then you
Talk in the
insecure.
mic for me, babe.
I think if you need the code, then you insecure again. So why would you need the phone? We both got our own phone. Why would you need my phone? Because if it was, why?
Okay, you got kids?
Because if it's ringing, you can answer it without a code. So, and you got your own phone to dial out. So, if you need his code, why? Why would you need his code?
That's right.
Well, I don't know. I
That's a good
have two little kids in the house, so I have kids. So it's like, listen, tell your daddy to open the phone because they always want to watch some YouTube or something like that. I don't care. Take the phone. I don't take it
Can I
away.
ask this question? Why is it little kids can always unlock your phone?
They
Oh,
look
they
over your
always know.
shoulder.
It could be a
Kids
kid
see
you never even
everything.
know. You could be a strange kid. You have the phone. They got your phone unlocked. They doing it.
Oh, they trace your. If you don't wipe your phone off,
Yeah.
they can see your trace line.
Ah.
I never knew
Okay,
that.
you just
that's,
taught us
That's some
something.
game right
Yeah.
there.
You just
These some
taught us
smart
something.
toddlers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kids all around the house.
I didn't even know my real name when I was 3. I just
It's so intuitive for them. They start with these phones, so
Yeah.
they move around with them. What you got to say?
We got a code on our phone because, like I say, it's kids around, and I don't want nobody opening my phone, especially on
What you got
my
on
Instagram.
that phone?
You can
There's only 4
download
guys
it.
in there. We know what's on Instagram, so you can just scroll. You be like, oh. So that's the reason why I got a code on my phone.
But what if you just, in general, you out in public and you lose your phone? You want to lock on your phone. You don't.
So if my phone is locked and I lose it in public, if you swipe left, you got emergency calls.
No, I'm just saying that's why I got mine on my
Oh,
phone.
okay,
So
I
if
got
I'm
you.
outside and I lose my phone, I want my phone to be locked. I don't want nobody to have access to everything that's in my
Right.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, your accounts.
Hey,
everything
one
is
of
in
our
the
viewers said by your tone, he knows that you cheat.
Oh, wow.
She cheating.
phone. She like, don't go through
Don't
my
go
phone.
through my phone. Hurt your own feelings.
You got your own phone. Don't be calling nobody on my phone.
She a grown. You doing grown woman business. That's it. Don't worry about what she doing.
Okay, next question. How do you break up with someone that don't want to break up? Ow.
That sounds like somebody who has went through this. She said move. Did y'all?
That was the voice of experience.
You got to move,
Yeah.
girl.
It's called a restraining order.
Listen.
Them don't work.
No, it don't.
No, they don't
care.
work. I had to get in a restraining order. Well, you know my story, so.
How do you break up with him? I don't know what you do.
Hold on.
Hold, please.
Everybody has dated a cancer in their life, and they understand.
They're passionate.
You cannot date.
We would
You
like
cannot break up with
everybody
a
in
cancer.
TV land to hear y'all.
You cannot break up with a cancer.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you in
So,
your grave, yes.
I don't mean to take over your show, but I'm a Cancer, so I take offense.
Uh-oh.
So she know from real
So I take
experience.
offense.
She done already got rid of him
take
and the
offense.
phone.
But hopefully, we're talking about adults. And adults should be able to communicate. And as we're communicating through this thing, we're going to know that something is not going right in this relationship. So it should not be a surprise if something has to end, if you've communicated. But if you have not communicated because one of you isn't an adult, then you move
Hey, Love Steph online said, move far away.
far away.
Laugh out loud.
She gonna move the whole shop. She moving everything.
She a grown woman though. She been dropping some jewels.
Now I can't even imagine anybody trying to creep up on you because you seem like you mean what you say.
You don't play.
Shit, right? They like, no, all right.
You be at the bar, a guy come up and say, "Hey, how you doing? You a cutie pie? You trying to get married or what? Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. You better be for real when you talk to me."
All right. Well, communicate or move. That's where we at.
Far away.
Far away.
Far away.
That's the Love Steph way.
All right. So, how much do you think you understand or not your partner?
Not at all.
Or no.
Oh, very
I'm
well.
a man. You can never understand a woman. I'm just saying.
Seriously?
Unders-
Rich, really?
No.
That's
No.
what you got?
Yes, that's as good as it gets.
No, it's got to be better than that.
So you've understood your partners.
Different people to different degrees, but it depends on your relationship and your willingness to
Yeah.
even delve deeper, which is mostly the problem.
Yeah.
People don't take the time to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
deep enough.
Yeah.
They don't go deep in themselves, let alone somebody else.
Well, a lot of times people they're not real in a relationship. They're not real with themselves. It's hard to get realness out of somebody who lies to themselves. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's the truth right there.
Oh, it could be the same way.
All right.
Check.
She trying to make me look
Mic
weak.
check.
I didn't order this color. Is what I
You have to
Just-
match us.
You match.
see on TV.
We're matching.
I just want y'all to know this is not pink.
It is.
This is
It
a
is.
manly color.
You coordinate.
It's
Sam-
peach. It's
salmon.
Salmon.
Yes. Yes. Come get some of these great drinks over here at Sylk'S.
Tyler Alexander said hi to Tacoma Maria and Kenya Brown. I
Hey.
guess you don't see nobody else sitting up here, huh?
Hey, Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
Boy, don't you out there thirsty, Tyler.
Tyler is not thirsty.
You thirsty,
Tyler's being
Tyler.
polite.
You were not
My
Tyler's
name is Big
audience.
Rich.
Don't
You
do
would say
Tyler
hi to
like
me.
that.
Mauricio said you cannot fully understand some people. And then Mauricio said, well said, sis. We got some grown women and men in here tonight, boy. Y'all doing y'all thing.
Oh, yeah. They grown. All right, y'all. So what about this one? Is oral sex a skill?
Yes.
Oh, that was a
Absolutely.
resounding yes.
Absolutely.
We got a yes over here. We got some yeses. Yes. Anybody want to expound
Need him to step to the mic.
on the skills to make meals?
The question was, is oral sex a skill?
Of course.
Can
It's
you
an
listen?
art.
Can you listen on your
A
resume?
lost art, honey. Listen.
Very good at fellatio. What qualifies you for this job?
Let me see your references.
Well, speaking of jobs,
Okay, Mr.
Let me
Comedian.
let me
I'm
know
very
you
fallacious.
haven't had any teeth in the game.
I am a cunning linguist, is what I'm saying.
Okay, y'all are just on a roll over here.
Of course, it's a skill. It's something.
You're not going to expect.
Thank you, Kimberly Harris.
Come on, man. You,
Step to
you're
the
not
mic,
on
step
the.
to
You're
the
not
mic.
on the screen. We just hear your voice.
Recio said, let the choir say amen.
Amen. Break it down. Break it down.
Oral sex is like a lost skill,
That's right.
just like finger fucking and titty fucking.
Oh! All right. Who told him to come to this mic?
All I'm saying,
This is Sylk'S After Dark.
Cut the mic.
hey,
I wasn't ready.
I'm too young for this.
I wasn't ready.
at some point they'd rather get titty fucking or finger fucking.
Said it again.
So, how long?
Well, keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah. No, that wasn't wrong. That's a true story. But listen, how long is oral sex?
What you mean?
What do you
Damn,
mean?
it got
How- what do you
quiet.
mean, how
Quiet.
long is it?
Was that the question?
How long you supposed to
So,
do it?
okay, yeah. So,
I don't understand the
I'm gonna ask the question. So, if you do your woman, right,
Right.
and you feel like you put it down, and your woman gonna give you that. Choke up on it. God damn it, you right.
Oh, so she going fast. She doing too fast.
Fast. Yeah. So you feel like you been shot.
Oh, you didn't got shorted.
Yeah, you got shot. That's what you feel like.
Yeah,
Right.
so you can't get shorted.
So do please. So pleasing come with.
Be a cheerful giver.
Don't tell on yourself. Yeah. So it's not a time frame. I'm assuming. I understand that, but pleasurable when it's time to do it. I don't know my question. Really.
Like if you are you getting to completion
No.
or you just getting shorted? You just like, hey, man,
It's shout.
just shout.
But do you explain to her that she coming up short?
Shout.
So
Does she know that
So,
you're not well
listen,
pleased?
huh?
Does she know that you're not well pleased?
I'm assuming.
Maybe
No,
you
you
ate
can't. You
something.
cannot. No, we done talked about communication
I'm
before. Now.
assuming.
You can't assume.
What if you ate something? What if you ate something that wasn't quite tasty?
Asparagus?
You know, some things that you eat can make things come out differently at the bottom.
Oh, explain that.
Okay, so
I'm lost with that. I'm totally lost with that.
there are certain foods and different things that you eat that it actually changes the taste of your body.
So we
fluids.
talking. So. Okay, so my question is, if yo, listen, I'm just using for example.
Okay, all right. Well,
It's totally example. Don't take it for. So your man go down for an hour,
right.
and your woman go down you for 15 minutes. When you feel like shorted,
15 minutes? Her jaws might hurt. 15 minutes?
Are you his woman? Hey,
Say you want
this
more.
your
Hey, that ain't
man?
my woman. That ain't my woman. No.
Oh, I'm like, shots fired. Shots fired.
No, we grown. What you got to say, sis?
Hey,
You
Mauricio.
got to come on the mic, girl.
Mauricio Wilson said oral sex is like learning and mastering a foreign language. Kimberly Harris said, yes, it's a skill. Some people don't know how to do it and don't know how to eat or suck. So some women feel like we ain't
That's
pleasing them.
unfortunate.
Love
That's
Steph.
So,
Pineapple juice. That's right.
Everything
Love
we're
Steph.
talking about still goes back to communication.
No, that's a fact.
It still goes back. If you're looking at timing, if we're tallying who is going longer than the other person, we're not in this for the same reasons. All right? Communication. Here is what I need from you. Here's what you need from me. And my goal as your partner is to please you.
Yes.
But if it's a tally sheet of who does what better than the other, then we competitors or we partners? Like, what are we?
Right. Don't
Is
put
that
me on the clock.
petty oral sex?
Right.
You ain't do me right.
What'd you say, sis? It's better to be a cheerful giver. He need to just go on and do what he do, right? I don't know.
What's in that drink?
I
We gonna take that drink away.
All right.
All right.
What's up, love stuff?
That
no,
is facts.
we just having some grown folks conversation. See, somebody done messed up they little hookup for the night.
What
They
he
done
got it on?
messed up the whole night. I'm sorry.
Mauricio, before you read that, he said time should never be an issue. She dropped the signs.
She absolutely
You
did.
dropped the signs. He said, you
Grown
got somebody
woman.
online. Mauricio Wilson said it should never be time. Never be
That's
time.
right.
Because what if one person enjoys it more than the other? So
Y'all always get
what if
locked
your
all
skills
up.
are
Oh,
just
my
that
jaws
fabulous?
hurt. Oh, God. I'm
Well,
so tired.
it's a different.
I'll get you in the morning.
She might be trying to save up some for the end. She don't want you to get all the way.
Okay.
She like, I still need
But
to
y'all should
get
know
something
that.
out of this.
You should know that, right? Because
Yeah.
you know how each other is in bed. You know what you want from each other. You know what you're willing to give.
You know how she be in the car. You go to the
Exactly.
club. She drunk. Baby, when I get home, I'm going to do this. I'm going to suck the skin off of that. I tell you, I can't wait to do this. You like, all right, baby, let me go ahead. Let me go freshen up. You come back. She like this.
You knew she was drinking before you got home, so don't even act like
Right,
that.
right.
I hope she know how to hold her breath while she sleep because
Oh.
she was throwing up and she was drunk. That's what I'm talking about. What did y'all think I meant?
Okay, okay.
So crazy.
I am not Bill Cosby.
All right, all right. So, why don't men fix whatever women complain about instead of getting mad whenever one complains about it? Obviously, it matters a lot to us if we have to keep repeating it. All right, sorry, it took me a second to get through that.
You know what, though? That's a maturity thing
Yep.
for a lot of men. When we first get in relationships when we're younger, your lady, she could say a lot of things. And it's not just, fixing something. Sometimes your woman could tell you, you know what? You should go back to school, get your degree in this, and you're going to make more money, blah, blah, blah. And you could tell that man that 100 times, and he won't listen. And then he'll come back home from shooting pool with the boys, bowling. And you know what? Greg said I should go back to school and get that one little
Ooh,
degree. I
that's
think
why
I'm
I
going
wanna
to do
punch
it.
y'all in your
Do you
face.
know how mad your woman be?
Yes.
I'm going to smother him with a pillow when he go
Yes.
to sleep is what I'm going to do.
Yes, yes.
Like, okay, so you just didn't hear me say that. Okay.
It had to
But-
come from someone with testicles.
It had to come from just somebody else. And sometimes it could come from another female, it come from his mom, his sister.
not.
But see, I think that because she specifically said men, right? Some of these guys got big egos and they act like they can't listen to a woman. But what a man need to realize, if a woman love you, she ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong.
Right.
Every woman wants to brag about the man she's dealing with. No woman want her man looking sorry in front of anybody else.
Right.
So if your woman is telling you something, fellas, do it. Especially young ones, just do it. She knows what's best for you. You may not feel that way. Your ego might be a little bit hurt, but listen to her. If she demanding something, listen to her.
If you got the right
Well
woman.
said.
Conversely,
Yes, that's true.
conversely, ladies, if he's asking for a threesome on his birthday, give it to him.
Hey, Rich,
Because,
you crossing the line,
I went too
sir.
far? Okay.
You crossing the line. I'm speaking
Sorry.
for your household. You crossing the line.
I tried, fellas. I tried.
I think going to that question, I'm not taking up for the men. I'm just saying the world is on our shoulder. We work. We try to take care of home. We try to take care of the bills. And something that you might won't get fixed, it's in our mind. It's just on the back burner. We just don't feel like it's important at that time. But at the same time, men, we should listen to our woman, because if she want that chair fixed or that light in the basement working, go ahead and knock it out. But we have other stuff on our mind, and we just put it on the back burner, honestly.
We
know
all
what?
have things on our minds.
Right, we all got stuff.
Yeah, y'all stuff ain't important though. Love Steph said, why men say they women are jealous of them? That's gonna happen sometimes in relationships, and when we say that, we don't mean like she jealous of us, like, oh, I wish I was you. Sometimes a person could be jealous of your happiness. So if a man telling you that, he's feeling like you jealous of his happiness, and you kind of want to sabotage that, because we do feel that way sometimes. Because we come in, we happy-go-lucky. when we come home, the kids is happy to see us. When y'all come home, a lot of times the kids be like, oh, she here. Oh, shoot, here we go.
Not my kids.
Because you let life affect, you're emotional. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. We're supposed to be the protector. Women, we get our emotion from you.
See what's happening on either side?
Hey, but I'm going to tell you something. That's why you got so many emotional men. 75% of our men are raised by women, and they're complaining about these men that's raised by these women because they acting emotional. That's why I tell women, watch what you say in front of your sons. Because y'all sitting there, you talking about women, you making him a girl in his mind. Now, he operates as a man, but underneath that, he's a little girl. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So I didn't mean to go off in the deep end. I'm just going to read some of it. What she said, what he said, and Kimberly Harris said, no, you don't. Wrong thing. Do not do a threesome. You know what, Kimberly? I'm blocking you, Kimberly Harris. You are now blocked.
No, he not, Kimberly.
You don't listen to her.
Well, I had to break this down for my 8-year-old son because he was trying to understand, like, we would go places and people would have an attitude or be mean to him, and he's like, well, Mommy, if I haven't done anything to the person, why are they being mean to me? And I said, well, son, I'm gonna teach you a phrase. Misery loves company. And sometimes people don't even know why they're trying to get that off of them, why they're trying to drag you into the drama. It's something about your happiness at that point that's irritating them because they're not in that space. So I had to try to tell them, don't take that personal. It don't have nothing to do with you. That's something that they got to work out, and it applies to grown folks.
And he should keep shining.
He should definitely keep shining and pick up a brick and hit him upside the head, too. That helps. Thank you so much.
Hit it with a brick.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Oh, this food all looks good.
It does. It
Yum.
does.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tastes good, too.
All right, so we're going to keep it moving. My daughter is in a toxic relationship that I think is dangerous. How do I get her to listen? You can't.
Yeah, you can tell her. It is your duty and your job to advise her, to tell her what you know to be true, as other people who have gone before her in toxic relationships. But ultimately, we do what we want to do, and we do what we're led to do. We do what we feel like doing. So there really isn't anything that you can do to circumvent what's going to happen.
I don't know. I'm going to speak as a father. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Now, I'm not going to say girls whose fathers aren't involved don't have daughters that get in toxic relationships. It does happen. But a lot of dads that's truly involved ain't going to let it last long. That's just like a mother that has a son that's in a toxic relationship. You're not going to have a relationship with that woman. You don't want to see a woman dogging your son and making him a little lap dog and turning him into a little boy and emasculating your baby boy. You, at a certain point, you don't bring her around, don't do this. One thing she going to do, she going to respect you. She going to respect your house. So I would think the thing that I would do, male or female, I don't want that around me. Don't bring that in the house. It's make that person know you don't like them. And sometimes
But what if they're not around you
They
like
like
that?
them more once you,
You
tell
know
them. Once you
Yeah.
tell them that you don't
Then they
like
flock to it harder.
see.
Yeah. Hold on, babe. We need this wisdom, girl.
Yeah.
One of the things I notice about abusive men, a lot of them prefer you not deal with your family. So that kind of plays into what they already have going on, to cut her off from
Isolation.
family.
Yeah, that's
so
part.
a lot of times you want to kind of keep it so that she can come around, so that you can see what's going on. So I would say just pray for her and let her know that I'm praying for you and that I have a fear for you and I don't feel that you're safe, and you should be looking at this situation and bringing out things that you see that is detrimental to her, and if she has kids as well, just enlightening her and keeping her informed when you see things.
Y'all were talking about that guy that put that woman out because she asked him
she
why
asked
you
a
come home
question.
late.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was a toxic relationship, and I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of people around her saying, hey, this dude ain't good for you. They
Right.
saw it coming. Sometimes we see what we want to see. None is as blind as the person who will not see. But there was a movie called, and it's a comedy called Vampire in Brooklyn that came out in the mid-'90s. You ever seen that movie?
Yes.
It was an Eddie Murphy movie. He had the deepest line ever in movie history. He said, I'm going to remove everything from around her until I'm the only thing in her world.
Wow.
I'm going to remove everything around from her till I'm the only thing in her world and I'm the only person she seeks. This was what guys do that are users. Now, I don't know, women, y'all manipulate a little different, but being a man, I've seen it happen. They try to alienate you from your family. A lot of these guys will try to get you to move out of state, and they try to treat you bad, and you too embarrassed to tell your family what's really going on. But this guy dogging you, treating you bad, and you feel like you can't come back. And sometimes even when you do come back, he come back, and guess what she do? She take him back.
She sure do.
That's why a lot of these women's shelters don't work. These women's shelters be anonymous, and then these girls go start messing around with their guy again, and then he find out where she live, and then he start telling the other abusers where the house is and put the other women in danger. This happens. You know, working for the city, I saw a lot of this stuff happen.
Oh, wow.
So it's like you got to learn how to love yourself.
Absolutely.
You gotta learn
That's
how
the
to love
beginning
yourself.
of it.
That's it.
The beginning, middle, and the end of it.
And learn how to respect yourself. That don't mean we ain't gonna do stupid stuff. We all been played. We all been used. It's that one person that could use us at any time. We still in love with that. The biggest user you ever had in your life, you still gonna always have love for. I don't know why.
Not me. All right, y'all. How many times do you have sex with someone to find out y'all not compatible?
I mean, for real?
One time.
What?
They get
one time. One time.
Look, sis right here, she said, listen, if it don't go down, you better stretch, do whatever you got to do to bring it that day, because if you do, wait. Okay, wait a minute.
See, that's
okay,
too much
sis.
pressure.
Do you give
That's a
him
whole
another
lot of pressure,
chance,
though.
though?
What if he's excited? What if he's like super excited? He like, I finally got her. She didn't let me over.
You can have, it's a couple different ways to look at that. Bad sex being the person ended too quickly.
Right.
Okay, maybe you go back, maybe there was alcohol or some other substance involved. But if the sex was bad for other reasons,
What's the
i.e.
reasons, girl?
not sexually compatible because a piece is too small, or not sexually compatible because a piece is too large, whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
You don't give that a do-over. It wasn't right.
But maybe if you switch some, mechanics in the situation, you can make it. I mean, I'm just talking for folks who just.
She said,
I'm
if
just
the
saying.
equipment
I'm not
ain't
saying I'm
right,
gonna do that. I'm just
it
saying.
ain't going down no more. So you block him after that?
One time, no, come
yeah,
on.
Okay.
And
that's
she
it.
moving.
And she moving.
She moving too.
She moving.
Far away.
I told you I was drunk. That was just one
Right.
time, girl. You still bringing that up.
That's my point. Like, you ain't gonna give him a second chance? Okay, all right, like this. Like, for example. Well, okay, I understand that part. That might be for you. But what if y'all go out, like he say, and he had too much Henny? So, no, she said it wasn't on the first day. That's what her question was. So, if he had too much Henny, or y'all went out to eat. Most men can't perform on a full stomach.
They can't?
Well, maybe he
And that's
just
the
got a
second.
little lazy.
That's the second
We about to
date.
cut off meals in this
And that's the
boy.
second date.
Look, he was tired, sis. He just was on one arm. He was trying to make it through.
Wait, Kimberly
that
Harris
day.
said something. She said you can't do it. Oh,
Listen,
Hey, wait.
I'm talking about a long way back in the day.
Way back.
I'm gonna give you three chances.
Back in time.
The first time is whatever it was. It wasn't working for me, it wasn't working for you. Second time, you come back, you got a strategy. But if you can't get it right on the third time, then we're done. Okay? Don't call me. Don't ask about me.
So we playing
okay?
baseball, 3 strikes.
And I'm not moving.
She said. Do guys feel the same way? I don't know. If the sex is like totally trash, you getting teeth and you just getting some lazy You know, she ain't making no noises. She just like a little dead fish. You going back?
You know what you do?
They do.
You put her name as the scraper in your phone.
The scraper.
The scraper. As her teeth
But
be
you don't
scraping.
block her or delete her, right? Because you'll still go back.
Well,
Why?
you never know. I might be drunk. It might be a good night at Sylk'S. I might have had a few Long Islands. Might
And
make
she
that
can
call.
get another world.
Hey, from the last conversation, Kimberly Harris did say something. She said you can't do it as far as stopping your daughter from being with a toxic relationship because she will go back. She will back away from you and go close to him, like she don't have her mom more. Then he'll do more to her after that. Ain't that crazy?
It is.
That's crazy. I beat my daughter
The
in
dead
him.
flounder is the worst, says Mauricio.
The dead flounder is the worst.
Dead flounder. Like, I
Is
ain't
that the opposite of the
I
snapper?
ain't doing nothing. I ain't moving.
Rich, is that the
I was
opposite of the
just saying.
snapper?
That's the opposite.
The dead
of
flounder.
The
is the
dead
opposite.
flounder.
Okay.
Hey,
Dead flounder.
could I share a true story real quick?
Come on. Come on.
You ever had somebody tell you something you didn't want to know?
Yeah.
All
right.
the time.
Yeah.
So I'm very open communications with my son and my daughters. And my daughter had this really nice guy in college. I mean, he was so nice and so sweet. He just wouldn't hurt a mouse. He adored her. He called her the other day and said he got drunk. You know how we do, we drunk dial. You messed up and you should have been my wife and blah, 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 yada, 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 right? And I'm like, yeah, why didn't you give that boy a chance? I really liked him. I don't want to say his name because it would be embarrassing.
Yes,
Hopefully he don't
do
watch
not.
the show.
Don't.
Then I said, why didn't you get with him? And she's like, do you really want to know? I'm like, yeah, you could tell I'm daddy.
He
You
was
could tell
trying
me
to give
anything.
you an out.
She was like, his penis was too small. I said, wait, pause. What type of whore did I raise?
And what you gonna say? Because
No,
you
I said
asked.
a big penis don't matter.
Is that what you told her? Is that what you told her?
Well,
Well, when you
Is that
get a
what you told her,
vagina,
Rich?
then you
Look,
can probably
because I was
comment on
born with
that.
one, I don't know. But I told her it don't matter. I said, look, if he loved you, that man would have did anything for her.
He don't have a vagina, so
Except for
he's not
sex.
qualified to
Exactly.
say
Like,
what
get on
matters.
Do y'all hear these women? He could do
Get on
anything
outta
except for
here.
satisfy her. He can't satisfy her.
Right.
I mean,
You
because she's
gonna
just
take
going
me
to
to
be
the mall?
angry and miserable. Like, no.
But that's one of them answers that hurt my feelings. I was just like, oh my God. You said
Okay.
what? I'm pretty sure he smashed. I mean, that's my daughter, but I'm pretty sure he tapped that.
Did he have a lot of money?
No, but he did graduate college at the top of his class, so he had the
that's
potential.
nice.
He had potential.
Listen,
You know what?
sometimes you gotta sacrifice.
When they gonna make the BBE, which is the the Brazilian penis extension, the BPE?
No, y'all don't need none of that.
Right.
Well, I would have loved for that to be my son-in-law.
Right.
Hell no, I ain't gonna
Right.
sleep with him.
Right?
Don't you
ain't
want
your
her to be
choice.
fulfilled in all ways?
He got a mouth though, don't he?
That ain't enough.
What you gonna
You
teach
need
him?
it all.
What?
What you gonna teach
I
him?
teach my son-in-law. He gotta please my daughter. But why she gotta? Why the size of that? You know what? She told me the truth, and I promise you, I was shook for days. I was like, damn, I didn't even know what to say. I just shut up. Oh yeah, well let me see. You say Wednesday is good on Netflix? Let me.
Listen, those grown kids, they will shock you, honey.
Happy birthday, Brandon.
Right. Happy birthday to my son. I love you, baby. All right. How can you tell a woman you're getting a whiff of her through her jeans?
Oh.
Oh,
You just
You gonna tell, girl? You gonna tell the other girl?
communication is key.
You gonna tell? She said she gonna tell. I'm not telling.
You wouldn't tell?
No.
You wouldn't tell.
That is so embarrassing.
But,
What?
but you're just gonna let her go on being embarrassed? Right.
Okay, listen here.
y'all
No.
can't hear her. She said you
Okay.
gonna let her smack people with the smell.
Okay, so I had a friend that I used to work with. Nicest girl, one of the nicest girls I've ever met. She was from a different country though. So yes. Don't even say nothing. I wasn't gonna refer. But, you know, very sweet girl, but just different customs. There was no way in the world that I was about to tell this girl that she smelled. I mean, let that be to somebody else. Let somebody else tell her that.
What did we give her for the gift
Because she
exchange?
might not be able to help it because that's her thing. I thought about giving her like some lotions and some soaps or something for,
But that's
for a
different
gift.
than smelling through the jeans, I feel like, right?
No, I've had people who, used to constantly get bacterial vaginosis and different
Right.
things like that.
Yes.
But that was, they had a complex about that, and it wasn't really anything that they could do to fix it.
There
so
are things that can be
me
done.
pointing it out just would be like being a mean girl to me.
Now that's you because that was a girlfriend, but if I'm not mistaken, this is somebody significant other or girlfriend.
Well, I don't
or
know. It
whatever.
just says, how can you tell a woman you're getting a whiff of her through her jeans? You would you tell somebody, like, say...
Especially if it was somebody close to me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want them. I think it would come
what if it's a
better
coworker? What if
from
it's a
me.
coworker?
For me, I'm not a coworker. That when I work, I'm at my business. I'm in my space.
Yeah.
I'm just going to work. But if it's somebody close to me, I would want them to know. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it would be a softer blow from me than for them to be out in public and somebody else say something that might really be offensive and hurtful.
To me, unless you're nose blind, you know when things ain't quite fresh. I mean, if you go out the house and you forget your deodorant, sometimes you just can't get back home or you can't get back to the store or something like that. But you funky. You just gotta make it through the day.
Hey, Mauricio Wilson, tell her she don't smell that tilapia between her legs.
Okay, maybe a lot of the questions, if y'all haven't figured out, I work in education. So there are a lot of ways where we have to raise up these young girls and young boys in teaching them community. And if there is a relationship with someone, whether that is a friendship, a peer, a coworker, a neighbor, I have a relationship with you, I should be able to tell you something in love. I have many people of foreign persuasion that attend my locations.
So what'd you do?
I pulled the young girls together, and I gave it to them in a way they would understand. I'm not going to do the dance right now. But I taught them the old school way that our mamas and big moms taught us about the T. You know about the T, the capital letter T? Okay. And the capital letter T says there's certain hot spots we got to pay attention to. And some of those young ladies were foreign. And I realized, and I also had young ladies who had young moms. You don't know because your mama don't know. So I brought the moms in along with the young ladies and brought the female teachers down, and we had a girl talk about what is appropriate smell and how you are to take care of your bodies. Co-workers or peers that have issues with other peers, there's a way to pull them to the side in love. They may not receive it that way at first, but they're going to go fix whatever that issue is.
Now, that sounds wonderful, but I've seen it many, many times where I've had coworkers that know that they have smell issues. It could be because of different backgrounds. It could be because of different nationalities. It could be because of size. It has been a lot of things, and I don't know. I feel like I'm not there to judge or, boo.
Let me tell y'all this story.
She said, okay.
I got here it is.
And I understand, Kenya, exactly what you're saying, because it can be, you don't want to embarrass the person. Let me tell y'all. I took a road trip with a girlfriend. It was me and her. We both got off of work. We both got off of work, and I'm going to go home, take a shower, get dressed, and we going to hit the road. It was only going to Detroit. So when I got in the car, I'm like, it wasn't that bad in the car. We get to Detroit, we visited her family. So they got our hotel room and stuff set up. So her cousin and her friend met us at the hotel. We go upstairs, drop our bags off. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. She go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, goddamn. I hope don't nobody else gotta go to the bathroom after me, because they gonna think it's me.
They gonna think it's you.
They gonna think it's me. Thank God nobody went to the bathroom afterwards, but that wasn't the first time that I smelled her. But
Right.
she makes little comments like, I gotta go home and take a shower. But how do you come back outside and you smell?
It's
really take a
that
shower?
what is it? BV, the bacterial
When
vaginosis.
she got married, y'all, she got married. And if you would have blinked, you would have missed her husband taking the garter belt off her leg. Because he didn't even, you know how we go, they go up under our dress and perform and stuff. He just reached his hand in there, grabbed it off, and he held it up. It's that bad.
Kimberly Harris asked, what did the car smell like?
Kim, it stank.
All your clothes be smelling like that afterwards.
All her pictures are like scratch and sniff.
Ooh, ain't nobody scratching and sniffing that.
Real quick, real quick. What is a time limit for? No. I like time
He be like, you
because
on the clock.
I get accused.
Uh-oh.
2 hours. That's too long. So is that wrong?
What are you talking about?
Sex. He want 2 hours.
I mean,
You about to mess it up right now, bruh. You about to get no
You
hours.
ain't about to get none now.
Right.
I
He went
I
from
don't know if he
sex-
asking if 2 hours of sex is too long.
Heck nah. I don't know. It depends on what you're doing.
You have to give 1
Depends on
hour to
what
both
she
the women in your
wants.
life. So
Does she want 2 hours? Is 2 hours okay with her? Right? It's not about the time sounds, oh, that sounds wonderful. Women all over the room, oh my God, he goes 2 hours. Does she want those 2 hours though? You need to be talking to her about it.
No, so the conversation
no,
before
not
laying
you,
down
but
is
period.
how much time I got in here? That's the question before you have sex.
You don't
No,
know
you
how
just
much
make it
time
interesting.
you have.
How much time you want me in here?
Until you reach
keep my
the goal.
interest. Because you got to keep the interest. As long as you keep the juices flowing,
Is it
keep
a
the
board?
interest going, then we can keep going.
I'm gonna give you 17 seconds. That's all I'm giving you today.
17 seconds. Oh, you ain't getting called back at all. No, you can't do the Minuteman.
Okay,
No.
let's be grown and be serious for a second.
We grown.
It don't take all night long to go all night long, all the time. Sometimes she need 8 hours. Sometimes you only need 15 minutes. You gotta read the woman. You know, how is she vibing with what you doing? You know, I mean, is she, because just pumping away, that shit ain't cute. That ain't cute, and that's not helpful, and that's not sexy, and that's not arousing, or none of that. Just that pumping away. Come on now.
Well, you have to be matched. You have to be matched
you got a
with your
fan
person.
right now. He got a fan online. Kimberly Harris said, "Now I agree with you. I want more than an hour. I can do this for hours and hours." She said.
Hours and hours.
Yeah.
Put
It's
your
not-
back into
Okay,
it.
money long.
Listen.
We're not 15. We're not pumping away. Of course, it's sensual. But what I'm saying is, how long is long?
It depends on your interaction. It
Depends
depends on the
two
interaction.
of you.
You gotta keep it.
There is
You gotta
no
keep
set
it interesting.
Time limit.
At this point, y'all know what I'm about to say. It's all about what? Communication. Women, many of us, we are mental creatures.
Right.
It begins way before you see us. It begins when we leave the house and we have messages going back and forth throughout the day, or phone calls or FaceTime, depending on your technology. You're getting us intrigued throughout the day. So at the time you actually have sex, that could be 15, 30, an hour or two. It depends on what y'all got going on. What is his fascination with a timer?
It's something with time. But, okay, so wait a minute. So is there a time that is too long that you like, you know what, you're just doing too much. You get on up off of me.
It depends on the woman. As a woman, your body gonna tell you. If you dry up like the Sahara, he ain't the one, sis.
He got the lube right there.
He got to go.
Keep the party going.
Sex and Sahara should never be mentioned in the same sentence. I'm just... So what?
You get the jokes about the 2 minute.
You get the 2 minute. You get the jokes about the. If you got a good solid 15 minutes, you good.
Your new
In the
nickname is
girl
Father
chat, he
Time.
does get talked about.
You
We
are
calling
Father
you Father
Time right
Time.
now.
Yeah, no, you don't want the short.
You need a
short
stopwatch
trip.
for Christmas.
Right.
You need a stopwatch or a timer for Christmas.
Don't encourage him. He don't need no more timers. Take the timer off of his phone. Take all of that off. All right. So last question. Is it a bad thing that I don't want to cuddle after sex?
Is it a bad thing you don't want
Cuddle.
to cuddle?
Is it a wrong?
Cuddle. I thought she said something totally different. Then y'all.
Cuddle. If you're not a cuddler, you don't want to cuddle after sex. I mean, I don't know.
Is it a problem with the person that you're with? That's the thing. Like, I think we think there's supposed to be like pat answers for everything, and it really is extremely dependent upon you and your partner. What works for the 2 or 3, how many y'all it is, whatever works for the 2 of you. It's not, I might not want to cuddle or, I don't know.
I'm not a cuddler, but if I want to cuddle, we gonna cuddle. We cuddling.
I'm a cuddler.
It's according to if you paid for that, though. Did you pay for extra?
Did you pay for the girlfriend package?
Did you pay for
Did you
cuddling?
pay for
Cuddling
the
costs too.
girlfriend package? Nah. So you got to go.
I just be wanting to come and go to sleep. I don't be wanting to cuddle.
You don't want to cuddle?
wanna
What if she
cuddle?
scoot on up under you?
Because after
Is
sex,
that
you
all
be
right?
hot. You don't want to be hugging up after
Just
hot
for
and
a
sweaty and
second.
shit. That just
After
even
all
after a
that good
shower.
loving,
Turn
she
your
can't
back.
just get
Even after a shower, you don't
just
want to
gonna
be
turn
hugged
your
up and
back.
hot. You just it be hot. You don't want to be touching it. Get off
Turn
me.
on the fan then.
It's still hot. It's blowing out hot air.
Oh my God.
We done made the room hot. Bodies all glistening. We don't want to cuddle.
Y'all just
do.
not affectionate. Dang.
That's,
Unaffectionate.
Right, that's
sexual.
I'm a
Right.
cuddler.
Ain't nobody cuddling?
I'm a
in
cuddler.
here? Ain't
My
nobody
friend
cuddling?
said-
Okay,
I'm a
see, we
cuddler.
got a couple
my
cuddlers.
friend said
We
the
got a
question
couple
is
cuddlers.
who's gonna sleep on the wet spot,
You better
That's
put
why
some
you
plastic
cuddle to
down.
move over to one side.
right?
Better put some plastic down beforehand so nobody sleep in the wet spot. Yeah. Yeah, or put something over there.
Why this side getting all wet and moist? That's
We going on your side of the
If you doing it right.
stay over
I
there.
probably
That's-
sleep in the
doing all
wet
that
spot. I
extra.
like, look what I did.
Yeah, you go ahead. Splash around.
Only
in there.
time I don't like the wet spot is when I come home drunk and pee on myself. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh,
Now I got to figure out how to get her ass on this side of the bed. God damn it.
That's the wrong wetness.
Oh, that's the wrong wetness.
That's the wrong
That's the wrong
Yeah,
one.
that's the wrong one.
Put your glasses on, can you?
we doing one more?
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Y'all having a good time? Y'all want to do one more? You want to? Let me see. I'm trying to find something not quite as ignorant. Hold on.
That was ignorant.
All right. Okay. I don't know.
The
All right.
ignorant stuff get you
Okay,
going.
well, here we go.
How much time?
We just ended. How much time does it take? All right, so we just ended off. We grown. Okay. Should I be turned off from foreplay after seeing red toilet paper?
What? First of all, what?
On her vajayjay.
Okay, yeah, you're right to skip that one. I'm sorry.
I
Yeah,
said
we not discussing that one.
I said I was trying to find one that wasn't ignorant. Y'all was rushing me, so that's what we got.
That was hilarious, though.
Okay, so this is all right. How about this? I don't know about that either. All right. Okay. My friend is all excited about her new dude, but because I've been cheated on, it's hard for me to talk to her. Should I say something? Her friend is excited about her new dude, but because she's been cheated on, it's hard for her to talk to her, I guess, about the new dude. Should she say something?
I don't get that. I don't understand that,
You need another one.
Hey, Mauricio said everyone
They like, we want a good question for our last question. All right.
Wait, Mauricio Wilson said everyone ain't cuddle material. Not plastic, though. We use towels over here.
Okay. Okay, how about this one, y'all, since y'all are judgmental? All right. How do men like to be approached by a woman? Do they prefer the woman to make the first move? Why? Because
he went right to because.
She on time.
See,
She on a time limit.
Is
right.
it me or do you start your answers in the middle of a thought?
Because.
You know, because.
Because.
Time.
It's according to how long she talked to you. What was the time limit on the conversation?
Do you like being approached by women? Is that a turnoff?
No, why would it be a turnoff? I mean, we all grown at this point. You better come get what you want. And at this point, most of us got more time behind us than we got in front of us. So we ain't got time to be wasting.
Did you always
whoever gets the
say,
party started.
okay, I like it when a woman just comes and knocks you off at the club?
I don't mind. When I was younger, I didn't like it.
Really?
That's funny. When I was younger, I didn't like aggressive women.
Why not?
I don't know. It just used to turn me
Was it a
off.
challenge?
Yeah,
Did you
because
feel like they were
I was
challenging?
still in my hunt mode. I'm hunting. You know, when I was out at Vales on the Circle,
That was the spot
at the
down.
end of
Bells on the Circle
at
was
Mirage,
the bomb. Listen,
at Coop One,
listen.
I was on the prowl, so I wanted to hunt you. But now that I'm older, now I can barely get this whole thing. Come on, let me pull this string. Come and approach me. Mauricio Wilson said it's sexy being approached, and I think a lot of guys feel that way. We don't get, women, y'all get hit on every day, at least 10 times a day. Men, we get hit on about once every quarter.
Oh, come on.
We still remember the girl that hit on us at the gas station back in '83. Like, yeah, I almost had that bitch. She was on me. Shit, these hoes is sweating me. I had a grandma say hello in Target today, y'all. She wanted your boy. But y'all get it so much that it's just mundane. And then you don't even know a genuine compliment at that point. But for a man, that really feels good. Women, if you are single and you ain't got a man, it's your fault. If you single over 40, it's your fault. Because you could get us easy. We are so
Yeah, but
easy.
you don't want
Y'all
just everything
Hey,
that's
hey,
out there,
so
Rich.
you know how they used to show like the caveman?
Come on
What did
now.
he do? He grabbed a club and he hit the woman over the head. That's y'all equivalent. You know what hitting the man over the head is saying? You got some beautiful eyes, and I just think you the sexiest man I ever seen.
Hey. Ow.
You just clubbed him over the head. You got
just
him,
club
girl.
him and drag him onto the house.
He wet at the tip. He wet at the tip is all I'm saying right there.
Just stop it.
Oh, Lord. So y'all like being hit on? It's a good thing?
Yes, Mauricio Wilson said it's sexy being approached, and we go in cycles. It is. We like being approached. Let me know you. But
Let you guys
because
know
you
you're
just
still
don't know.
virile, you still
And you know,
have
black
it.
women, there's a lot of black women in here. Y'all dog us. Y'all be at the bar, is he coming? Like, damn, you just looked at me like I better not, oh, my God, no, he ain't about to approach me. Girl, is he coming? Is he on his way over here? Hold on. I was going to talk to him if he was man enough to talk to me after you done dogged me and looked at me and stared daggers at me, you evil bastard. Yes. So just come on and tell me you like me.
I'm
What you think,
going to
Tacoma?
let you hit this last. What's up, Lady Q?
It makes us feel like we still got it. So when they come up, it almost shocks us a little bit. And then you'll see the smile on the guy's face. And it's like, oh, I still got it. That's what it really is.
Well, we know he taken, but I guess it feels good. All right, so ladies, if you're single and you're out here, just go compliment. Just go club them over the head. Tell them what they got to say. You got nice eyes or something?
That's what he said.
Okay.
No, you know what, though? Y'all remember my daughter I told y'all that was too honest with me?
You guys too sensitive out
She was
here
honest
nowadays.
again. This young girl came and hit on me. I'm like, look at your daddy still got it, girl. Boy, she about 27. She trying to get your daddy. She like, Daddy, she just see you old and think you might have money. I'm like, well, thank you for the boost of confidence. This is what I'm saying right there.
Just keeping it real.
She kept it real.
Just keeping it real.
That's when I hit her upside. What
Look.
you got to say about that? Do you approach men?
No, not.
No. Do you see
That
how,
sound like a disgruntled person. No, she ain't never approached me, cuz.
do you see how beautiful this woman is? No.
Typically, I don't know. I just,
She
because I'm
could.
just not. Thank you, Kenya. But no, I don't. Not typically. I don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for all of your great conversation. We always have so much fun with y'all. And I really appreciate. Thank you to everybody that was watching on Facebook. We are at Sylk'S. We do this every Tuesday, Relationship Hour. Get started around 7. So come on up, join the conversation. And as you see, we have a lot of fun. 21300 Libby Road. We are at Sylk'S. And until next time, what's up, Rich? What you got going on?
Hey, real quick, I'll be at the Improv this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Come check me out with the funniest comedian in comedy, Steve Brown. Y'all come down. I got 4 shows at the Improv, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. I promise you, you're going to get your money's worth. Your boy is funny,
Yeah.
Steve Brown.
Well, you funny.
And then
And you.
I'll be here at Sylk'S on Sunday. Sunday. Matter of fact, I'm going to give out some tickets while we're here. I'm going to get some tickets.
Oh, we giving out
We got
tickets.
a Sunday showcase. Yeah, my
'Cause they
man
selling out them
Tyrone
tickets.
Gaines is headlining. It's a Sunday showcase. So
Yeah.
Um,
They sell out tickets.
since
Lot of
I
talent.
insulted the cancers, if you're a cancer, I'm going to give you a free ticket tonight if you're in the house. If you're in the house, I'm going to give all the cancers a free ticket.
We already know we got our cancer right here over
yeah,
here.
we got one. We got one.
You owe her a ticket because
Huh?
you insulted her.
You a cancer today? I got you.
She said yes.
What you
And
got
I
going
know
on,
she a
Tacoma?
Leo for sure. She a Leo for sure.
What you got going on?
All
What I
right.
have going on? I have, again, my podcast every Monday and Thursday evening, 7 o'clock p.m. on Facebook. Tea Time with Tacoma Maria. I'm on Instagram at T_K_Nicole426. So check me out. Just, hear what I have to say.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, I'm Kenya Brown. Check me out on social media, Kenya Brown Live. And if you're on Facebook, I'm Kenya Brown, the one with that Cavs championship hat on. Till next time, y'all. We out.
Peace.